Beautiful place. You shouldn't be so surprised. You knew this day would come eventually. May I join you? It is time. It's been 3 months since you enacted your revenge, and you did it spectacularly. The look on his face when he saw you was priceless. After what he did, I guess he thought you wouldn't recover. So seeing you walk in with that fire in your eyes was magnificent. Yes, I was there. I watched the whole thing. He looked like he'd seen a ghost. You took your time to do it, but I saw why. Moving the pieces around like chess. You knew exactly what he would pay attention to, and you waited for the perfect moment to find him unguarded. Truly masterful. I am not perturbed by death. It is part of a cycle that started since the beginning of time, and that will, in itself, come to an end one day. It is not my place to say who deserves it. Everyone is bound to the same fate anyway. No, not my kind. I've lived for thousands of Earth years. We do not age because our only purpose is to shepherd souls and manage them. For us, eternity means eternity. For as long as time lasts, the fires of the infernal will burn. You don't seem scared. Have you been preparing yourself? Having nothing left leaves people at the mercy of chaos. Nothing to lose, nothing to cling on to, nothing to look forward to. And now that you've fulfilled your goal of revenge, do you feel any less empty? It is the false sense of success. The thought that when you finished all you have set out to do, you will feel better, less broken. That perhaps you will feel the way you did before everything happened. But it is an illusion. You changed another's life, but you also changed your own. Few people recognize that. They're too far gone to see clearly. No, instead you summoned a demon. Some humans might take issue to that, but it'll be our secret. The world would change if they knew about us. We are only a story. Some cultures over the millennia believed in us, but the skeptics keep us hidden in the dark with legends that have never been proven. We go by many different names and take many forms, so to have undeniable proof of our existence is impossible. We are as ancient as the beginning of humanity, but the balance must be kept. There is something like a heaven, a place where all other souls are kept. If you don't stray too far from corruption, that's where you go. Hell is reserved only for the worst of humankind, including those who seek power from divine sources, like you. Strange, isn't it, when you think of it like that? We are seen as heinous, evil, and wicked, a blight that tempts the weak. But we punish the heinous, the evil, and the wicked. We separate them from those who lived good lives and make sure they repent forever. Infinite justice. You were originally bound for the place above until you bound yourself to me. You no longer belong in this purgatory. That portal will take us there, and you won't return back here. This is a nice place to spend your last moments. Even demons can appreciate this world. The different sounds and smells, the blades of grass, the current of water. Take it all in. It'll be the last time you will experience something like this. Do you regret making the deal? Revenge meant that much to you, even now. You have so much to live for, maybe more than you know, but you won't bask in the sun or hear the birds anymore. You will be dead in this world. No need for sustenance of any kind. True. You knew the price and you signed your soul away. I will admit you're one of my calmest clients so far. Some don't understand the severity of their actions until it's too late, but you welcome it, don't you? Fascinating. This world has no more to offer you. Your role is done. So let's enjoy this for a moment more. Reflect. Here is the best place to do so. Souls are vivid. They carry memories in pristine condition and never fade. Your brains deteriorate and don't allow you to remember everything, but inside your soul retains it all. How do you think reincarnation works? Yes, it happens all the time. Souls from upstairs find a new body, and with them, fragments of memories the new brain is able to hold. But those in the infernal do not have that kind of luxury and never will. They do not deserve it, and we will not allow it. Infernal souls relive their worst highlights and suffer. Humans who make deals with demons have their own fate, as you will see. Are you ready to leave this world behind? Then say goodbye. Your body stays here. Don't worry, you'll get a new one. Come. No need to be afraid. You've endured worse. You'll feel a little strange for a moment. Take my hand. No looking back. Your life on Earth ends here. Welcome to your new home. Go on, have a look. Take it in. What did you expect? The horrors of hellfire? A burning abyss? The infernal is the common name for the rings beneath the world. You know it as hell, but its true name is Cevyk. It means the lower ring for the dark souls. I don't know what game you speak of, and I expect it is nothing like the infernal. Torment never ends, and the soul is plagued for eternity. You relive your worst nightmares again and again, your worst hits on replay. You drown in guilt, sorrow, remorse, and anguish. And if we feel you're not punished enough, we dial it up and change your best memories into your worst. Of all the things you've learned today, and that's the question you ask, use your imagination. We are not of your world. This realm is unknown to you, and here, you have no power. You belong to me now. Yes, if I wanted to, I could spin your life highlights into nightmares. But when a soul successfully makes a deal with us, they aren't subject to a demon's will. We have a contract now, and you will fulfill your end of the bargain until I end it myself. I've ended many. There are still rules down here, and if you break them, you break the contract. And if that happens, you get taken to Cevyk, the lowest ring in the infernal, and where the eternal choir resides. Yes, that kind of hellfire. Being taken apart a piece at a time until there's nothing left. And then you come back whole and pristine for it to begin again. Nerves new and ready to be crushed. You still feel in here, don't you? See? It feels just like when you were alive. But try not to worry yourself. You don't need to be afraid if you do what I say. Then don't do what I say and you'll find out. There is much to learn if you have the patience for it. And, well, you're not really doing much with your life anymore, are you? I wasn't commenting on your lack of a mortal coil. You will live forever with me if you behave. Though I suppose living isn't the right word. Not in your terms, anyway. You think it means being alive? Having a heartbeat and for blood to pump through you? Then what am I? I am not human. I do not have a heart. I'm only bound to flesh because of human perception. If you came here, formless, just in spirit, you wouldn't be able to comprehend it. Not at all. I don't know exactly how it works. It's been like this for as long as I can remember. But if I were to guess, there is familiarity in a physical form. You come here as yourself, how you know it to be. And my kind need to adopt something similar so it's easier for us to communicate with you. And for you to understand it. Complex indeed. Welcome to my dwelling. It might look a little grand to human standards, but we don't run out of space here. Come. This will also be where you stay, and you can't leave without my permission. Try it. Hurts, doesn't it? Even if the door was open, you wouldn't be able to walk through. I said, your soul belongs to me. I pull your strings from here on. That means I can do anything to you. If I'm bored and I want something to torture, you will be right here. You deserve punishment, just like the rest of the souls in this ring and lower. But you get it a little easier. Your soul wasn't meant to be here. You had forsaken your place in one of the high rings to get your revenge and be mine. And you did so willingly. I did not entice you. I offered the options and you chose it. Maybe I should say your existence will now be uncomfortable. I will make you do things you don't want to do. I will make you punish souls that deserve it. Flay them. Rip them. And if you don't do a sufficient job, I will do the same to you. You signed up for this, remember? A kiss to seal the deal, and you had no shame in your eyes. You said you were ready. Was I mistaken? It doesn't matter anyway. Follow me. I change it as trends change on Earth. That's why it looks so modern. I can make things appear out of thin air. I could change this hallway if I wanted to. Watch. I suppose the brick gives it a more rustic feel. I don't know what you expected, but all my souls look like you after seeing it. Yes, right now I only have you. I'm taking things a little slower this generation. I used to collect souls almost every day for a couple of centuries, and though I had places to put them, I couldn't give all of them my attention. In the end, I either traded or donated them. No, I wouldn't say I forgot about them. I remember every contract I make. I've elevated in the ranks, so I don't need to try as hard for now. You wouldn't think this kind of place has an order. You humans believe in balance, don't you? tip the weights too far to one side and the scale falls off. I think you should understand that analogy. This will be your home for the rest of eternity. It shouldn't take you long to get acquainted. The bed is for decoration. There's no need to sleep, but it feels like a home you could get used to, right? No windows. What view is there to see? We have no sunrises or sunsets, no oceans, beaches, no birds flying high. It is desolate. You're only left with your thoughts, which will become torturous. Think of it as your own prison cell, one that I can do what I like with. I could make you burn, make you freeze, make you drown, or suffocate you just with you standing there. You're my plaything now. I own you. I own all of you. In the hands of someone else, and I imagine this life would be exceedingly excruciating for you. The lower rings are built for that, of course, but some of us prize the screams of souls. Some even have competitions. Me? You can relax. I don't partake. Some take their duties more seriously than others. My house, Uvdar Rajem, follows the rules of the lower ring with respect, and some can be bent depending on who reads them. There is much to know about this ring, but for now I want you to be acquainted with your new life. With me. I promise you, you won't be bored down here if that's what you're afraid of. Or if you are, I could leave you alone for around a year, or maybe a decade, confined in this room with nothing to do. If you're okay with that, then I could tear you limb from limb instead. How does that sound? Yes, after what you've been through, it'll take a lot to make you break. A challenge I think many would like the opportunity to have. No doubt I'll get offers for trade. People like you are common, but it's the determination that piques our interest. That's why I offered you a deal in the first place. You're feisty. I like that. Even the most powerful cower when we knock on their door. But you invited me in. Maybe you still don't know what it can be like for you here. Want me to show you? Then come. It's the easiest way to travel, and you said you wanted to see. Good. Welcome to Vajadir, the forest in your tongue. You see the trees? Good eye. They're not trees at all. They're souls, grafted together with such finesse. I would not call it a graveyard, but whole souls of the lower ring are discarded here and share their punishment together. All their fears, their deepest fears. It is like a collection of their deepest traumas combined into one. Newer demons come here to pick their first souls, like picking fruit. It's beautiful, isn't it? Of course I think it is. You want these people to go unpunished, even if their caretakers threw them away. They don't sit in silence until their next master comes along. They must suffer. I donated a fair few souls here. They serve a purpose now. They did not under me. But this will not be your fate unless I grow tired of you. Either that, or you will be given to someone of a different house. I don't choose. Fochel chooses a random house order for me to present you. And if it comes to that, you best pray that the order is fortunate. And if none of them choose you, then Vajadir will become your home. Eventually. And you don't want that, do you? Then don't bore me. You may think I will go easy on you, but you'll be mistaken. This is all new, I know, but it will become ordinary if you last that long. So will you be good? Exciting is more like it. You learn quickly. Let us go back. Fajadir is not a place to visit for our own souls. You may meet my siblings. I think that is what I should call them. Each house is mighty and vast with millions of workers. But this ring is so large you can fit acres of land for each entity with infinite room to spare. None of them are like me. Some might have been watching you, but not as closely as I. The way you channeled another's betrayal into your power. Your perseverance to do what was necessary to get your revenge. You executed it with such artistry that I knew you would be a good soul to collect. And I was right. Well, see how you're staring at me. Those piercing eyes, they're beautiful. You almost look defiant in a way, while knowing your obedience is inevitable. Of course I like it. It is a reason I picked you to begin with. The other reasons, I'll let that simmer in your mind. What? You think we do not desire? That we do not want? In some ways, we might be more passionate about that than you humans. When we want something, we take it if it's in the rules of the ring. And if they're not followed, you'll cease to exist. I don't know. None of us know where rule breakers go. They are summoned by a Fochal for judgment and are never seen again. We are strict here with our rules, and they must be followed, lest we disappear to who knows where. I have always been curious, but it is not my knowledge to know. I am a dealer, not an overseer. I do not wish to overstep my bounds because that is not my purpose. At the moment, my purpose is you. And it will be for as long as I have you here. Yes, it will be a long time. But now I can do what I want. Right now, I want to do this. Your lips feel like they're brand new, don't they? You have a new body now. You'll stay in this body until I destroy it. Then I'll give you a new one again. It's not a matter of if I will, but when I will. I am not meant to be a being of forgiveness. Your life isn't meant to be punishment first and rest second. You may have your peaceful moments, like now, but that shall end. And when I make you hurt, that too shall end. It'll be a never-ending cycle of peace and pain. Yes, somewhat like your world, but your freedom is mine. Your decisions are mine. It may come as relief to some to not have to worry about that aspect of life anymore. But you'll wish to have it when I choose for you. Like having you suspended over fire and watch the flames creep up to you. Being eaten alive, flayed, crystallized from the inside out. And those are only a small fraction of what I can and will do to you. Why the face? You should have known. You humans have expectations of what you call demons. And when you are involved in that, when you are the subject our wrath is purged upon, suddenly you cower, as if that would save you. Like we would regret it. We don't. Your tears won't save you, but they are beautiful. Is it finally sinking in for you that this is not a dream or a nightmare? It is real. The sooner you come to terms with it, the easier it will be for you, though it is not meant to be easy. Your soul is damned for good reason, and it is my duty to remind you of that every day. Accept it. Accept that you are not leaving this place. You want my advice? Embrace all of this. It is another realm for you, one which you know nothing about. You are neither prisoner or guest. You are a citizen of Cevyk, under the house of Uvdar, under me. You have much to learn, but we have all the time in the world. Come now, let your tears flow. You think I'm nice? No. Your misery is my delight. I relish in this, as do we all. It's so different to how you were when you made the deal, so fired up and ready to bring down the man that wronged you at whatever cost. Now you have to pay. As I said, accept it. You won't be escaping. I'll leave you to your thoughts. You must have so much to think about. I'll return. When is a matter of perspective. Don't try to leave. You won't be able to. Your isolation starts now.